When I find when they make a penis steamer or something to steam penis, then we can talk. Hi, my friends. In this video, we are talking about all the things our vagina does not need. We do some of them because of force of habit, because they've just become a part of us, a part of our feminine hygiene routine. But girl, we're probably doing more harm than good. We don't need them, our vagina doesn't need them, and she's probably pissed it off at us. So let's talk about it. So before I get into the video, I know I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for some of this stuff, but if you're doing it, you love it, it's working for you, it's your thing, you've never had a problem with it, it's not bothering you, girl, do you. I'm just letting you from my perspective, what I think, from my opinion, I don't think these things are necessary. The first thing I'm going to pick on is vaginal steaming. Girl, we do not need vaginal steaming. We do not need it for optimal vaginal health. You can carry on for the rest of your life and never have a vag steaming and be great and have the healthiest vagina ever. We do not need it. First of all, what are these herbs? And I know when you read up about them or when you do your research, or these herbs are good for this and these herbs are good for that. But when you put them into a whole bath and put them into a steam and all the steam and stuff from those herbs are going up into your vaginal canal, is that good? I mean that it could be good in other ways, but it going up into your vaginal canal, is that gonna benefit you? Is that doing more harm than doing good? I just don't see the purpose of it. I've personally done it before and it was just, I felt like it was such a waste of my time. What is this? I thought it was just a mess. I would never do it again. I see no benefits in it. I personally think it's probably doing more harm than good, because society has convinced us we need to do all of these things to keep our vaginas clean, but she's fine. She's literally fine, and she does not need steaming to be clean. When they make a penis steamer or something to steam penis, then we can talk. Until then, y'all, leave your vaginas alone. The next thing I'm gonna pick on is yoni pearls. I'm sorry, but I know it's a controversial one, but no. Girl, you do not need yoni pearls. You do not need to put any yoni pearls up in your vagina to do a detox or to clean it out. Our vagina cleans itself. When we have a discharge, that's our vagina cleaning itself. When we have a balanced pH, that's actually our vagina cleaning itself, because with a balanced pH, our vaginal microbiome, the environment, is acidic. And that means that once it's acidic, bacteria or anything bad can't thrive in there. So she's good to go. So a balanced pH and a vaginal discharge is the way our vagina cleans itself. We do not need to put yoni pearls or any of those pearls or anything up there to detox her, to make her more clean. What is this? It's a mess, and we don't need it. You don't need it. I don't need it. And I know I've seen the pictures of I guess whatever happens, the results after someone has used the yoni pearl. But did you cause more harm than you did good? Remove tissues that needed to be there? Did it remove walls or anything that needed to be there? But you think just because you see results, it's a good thing? It could actually be a bad thing. Whatever came out after yoni pearls could have been something that should have been left unbothered. The results or what came out could be an infection. Right? It could have been an infection caused by the yoni pearl. It can also be just your vagina being irritated and it trying to kind of remove it, get this foreign object out of her, because once again, it's not supposed to be there. You're irritated me, and this is the result. It's known to cause toxic, I think it's a toxic shock. What is in those balls? Do you know? Do you know what's in those balls that you're putting up in your vagina? So results aren't always a good thing. It could be a bad thing that all of these things are coming out of you. Your vagina's fine. You do not need to put yoni pearls up in her to detox her. Find other ways. To be honest with you, if you want to detox your vagina, your gut health is linked to your vaginal health. So maybe look into your diet. The next thing I'm going to pick on is boric acid. I know. And I'm not gonna be a hypocrite. I've used boric acid. I've used it. If you didn't know, I've struggled with bacterial vaginosis for over 10 years. I had the worst type of bacterial vaginosis, the fishy odor, the whole night, smell of my vagina through my clothes. I had it all. So when I found out about boric acid, I was like, what? Of course I'm gonna get on top of it. I bought them. I did the whole like inserted them up in my vagina, and yes, it worked for that moment, but it never healed me. So if you're taking boric acid and it's healed you and you never need to take them again, girl, good for you. But for me, once I did the whole suppository, I realized that boric acid isn't a solution. It's a band-aid. So what it does, it just masks the issue for a while, but then it's gonna come right back. I have friends who told me, I've taken boric acid, Pia, and it always comes back. So it's clearly not a solution to the issue. But we're using boric acid the minute our pH gets thrown off. Why? There's so many other ways to balance our pH. Once again, the foods that we eat. Our vagina loves fiber. It loves green leafy vegetables. What we need to take more vitamins. What is this whole thing where we're everything at the moment we have an irritation in our vagina or we feel like our pH is thrown off, we run for the boric acid? Girl, no. It is not a solution. It is a band-aid, and the problem is probably going to keep coming back. The problem is going to keep probleming. So stop using boric acid as a resolution and look into the problem. There's probably something deeper happening. If the green leafy vegetables, if the food, if your diet, lifestyle, you've changed all of that and it's not working, maybe it's time to visit the doctor. I'm sorry, but I've been on TikTok and I've been so educated on the different things that can irritate our vagina or the different things that contribute to bacterial vaginosis or all of that stuff. It could be something that you really need to check out at the doctor. But boric acid is not a solution, boo. So stop taking it. The next thing I'm going to pick on is panty liners. Girl, you do not need to wear a panty liner every day. You don't. Your vagina wants to breathe. She loves to breathe. She loves air. She actually loves when you go commando. So please, stop wearing a panty liner every day. You don't need to. Now, if you need to wear a panty liner every day because you have excessive discharge, whereas in my case, I had excessive discharge because I struggled with bacterial vaginosis, and walking around with a wet underwear every day or all the time is a mess. You know what I'm trying to say? So if you want to wear a panty liner to help to catch all the excessive discharge, that I understand. If that is the case, make sure you're changing them regular. Make sure you're not using ones that are scented because you're only going to irritate your vagina more. But when it comes down to it, when you get home, take it off because your vagina loves air. She loves to breathe. She loves when you go commando. And that is how actually it helps the healing process. When you have on this big panty liner every day, your vagina's hot. She's sweaty, down there is moist, and girl, that is the recipe for more bacterial growth. So if you don't need to, stop wearing all these panty liners. Stop wearing a panty liner every day if you don't need to. Don't just wear it because of force of habit. If you're going through an issue and you need to, that makes sense. But don't wear it because of force of habit, because you're only making that play. You're only making down there really moist, really hot, and just making it more likely for you to grow even more bacteria down there. And boo, that is it. I hope you found this video informative. I hope you learned something today. I want to create